What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have our off season. Finally, I know I'm late, I apologize, but it's here. Finally, we're going to keep our budget the same as it was last year. 25% to recruiting, I believe 35% to training, and then the rest to discipline. All right, we're going to be losing some guys you probably haven't heard too much of, because these were some guys that were on the original roster that just weren't good enough to get playing time on a consistent basis. So these guys are out, except for the homie JJ Hampton. Of course, you had Dixon, who got some run at tailback at times, and then of course Aaron King. Those are the big names that are leaving us because their eligibility is up. All right, moving on to recruiting. We're going after O-line heavy. I want to boost our O-line up. I want to be able to run the football. I want to be able to protect Lester better, and it starts up front. We're also going to be going after our two-star quarterback by the name of Sharp. Now, if his overall is high, I'm going to redshirt him, meaning high enough to compete for the backup job. If he's not even able to compete for the backup job, I'm not going to redshirt him. Everybody else is probably going to play. Maybe I'll redshirt the kicker or not, but all the kickers are going to be one-star until we move our program up to a two-star program. Then we might go after some two-star kickers and so on and so forth, all right? So we got our tight end, two-star guy. We also got this quarterback. Like I said, if he's not good, we're just going to let him play out the season, try to get him in and out as quick as possible through this program, okay? Got the O-line that we wanted for the most part. We did miss out on some players, but for the most part, I believe we got 12 guys out of a possible 15, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to take it, all right? We got 4 one-star guys, and the rest of them were 10-star guys. So I believe it was 8 10-star guys to give us a grand total. I mean, 10. Did I really just say that? 8 2-star. 8 2-star guys, if I could speak. Michigan, #1 recruiting class. Then you got Miami, Purdue, Georgia Tech, Penn State, Tennessee, Virginia Tech, the national champs. They got a top 10 program, top 10 recruiting class. Us, not so much. 118, okay? We're at the bottom, but again, we only had 15 scholarships to go around, and we're still, not the best program out there. When it comes to our athlete, I could have put him at defensive end. He could have probably been a pretty good defensive end. His speed is only 65. As an athlete, he's 59 overall. As a defensive end, he would have been 59 overall. As a fullback, he's 65 overall. We are losing Dixon. Why not let this guy compete for the fullback job? I believe we have 3 fullbacks. Maybe we have 2 fullbacks and a running back. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, man, Rogers is going to be our starting tailback. I know Bradshaw, he's been here longer. Their overalls are the same, but that 2+ for speed is why he's going to be our starter and not Bradshaw. All right, Sam Jones is now 82 overall. He's the best player on the team overall wise and just by the eyeball test. Okay, if you haven't been watching the series, clearly he is the best guy, okay? Our freshman Carter, he's going to be our starting tight end. He will be wearing 80, not 86. We also got some young guys starting for us on the O-line. Left guard is a junior, 74 overall, so I'm happy about that. Lester, in case you missed it, he's going to be 80 overall going into this new season. Happy about that as well. Our right guard is our left guard that we recruited. Our right tackle is a freshman right tackle that we recruited. So we're pretty young up front, but these guys are the best guys, and I try to sometimes let seniority be a player in who gets to start or not if the overalls are pretty, even. But I'm going to just go for whoever's the best player is going to play. All right, whoever's the best player is going to play. So at linebacker, we do have Jonathan Parker over Marshall, but Marshall just happens to play the same position as him. So when we come over here, Marshall, he is going to be our starting right outside linebacker, even though he is left outside linebacker. Already played our first game, and he no longer is our impact player. So we only have 2 impact players. Again, it is Sam Jones and it is Jonathan Parker. Hopefully somebody on defense can get it, or Lester. I'd rather have a quarterback that has it, but if the quarterback can't get it, then please give me somebody on defense. Running back is not really the biggest impact player I want, or like the biggest impact on the impact player feature in this game. So yeah, is what it is. First game is going to be versus Grambling State. Then we're going to be taking on Southern Miss and then Southern. We got number 8 Texas A&M. Hopefully we do not get the snot kicked out of us. Mississippi Valley State. Then we got Lafayette. I hope I'm saying that right. Somebody got on me for saying it last time not right. I hope I'm saying it right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm from the West Coast, not from the South. I don't know your Southern twang, okay? I apologize. Notre Dame, Air Force, Hawaii, South Carolina, and then Alcorn State. I think it's a pretty good schedule. Okay, I do think it's a pretty good schedule, so I'm happy about that. Team prestige is still just 1 star. I wanted to show you that. My coaching prestige, though, is 5 stars, even though we've only won 10 games in 3 years, and we dropped 26 of those things. But things are changing, okay? It's changing. We are going to be a bowl team this year. Guarantee it, all right? Sam Jones right now is number 2 on the Heisman watch list. Hopefully he can stay on the Heisman watch list. I'm not just going to force feed him the ball, but he is the best player on the team, so I'm going to make sure that we do what we got to do to win. And most likely we get the best player of the ball. That's going to be a good look, all right? So Miami, Virginia Tech, Michigan, USC, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Florida State, Texas A&M, LSU, Texas Tech, Penn State, Ole Miss, Nebraska, Iowa, South Kakalaki, Purdue, Auburn, Maryland, Texas, Wake Forest, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Georgia Tech, Toledo, and Carolina. And Colorado are your top 25 teams. As far as the boys from Mississippi, from Jackson, Mississippi to be exact, we are nowhere in the top 100. We are in the top 115 at 115. Southern is the worst team, then Alcorn State. It's going to be a struggle for them. I do see it coming to a point where we won't play those teams, but that's going to be in the far future because right now we're still pretty even with those guys, all right? But this is year number 4, baby. Year number 4 is our year. Hope to see y'all there. Hope the rest of the day is the best day. Peace, love. Awesome.